Today I'm going to tell you a story called Muchas camisas. Lots of shirts. I started telling this story after my daughter made me something a long time ago. She made me this. One day, at some school somewhere, David showed up for class the way he always did. I think it was in first grade. And he sat there in his seat. And he listened to la maestra as she was teaching all of the kids. And he whispered. And a girl named Teresa could hear him. David said, "Tengo calor. I'm gonna have to take off my camisa." And Teresa turned around and said, "David, don't do it. Not in here, por favor. No te quites la camisa." But David said, "I'm going to do it. Me quito la camisa." Y Teresa le dijo, No, David. No, don't do it. No lo hagas." But David said, "I'm going to do it." And so David took off his camisa roja. Teresa was horrified. She covered her ojos with her manos. And she said, David, don't. No lo hagas." But David did. And when Teresa opened her eyes, she saw that David was wearing una camisa azul. A little while later, David said, "Tengo calor." Y Teresa heard it. David said, "Pero hace calor. Somebody must have turned the temperature up. Yo tengo calor." And David said, "I'm going to quitarme la camisa." Teresa turned around and said, David, no hagas eso." But David said, "No, me quito la camisa azul porque tengo mucho calor." He said, "I'm going to do it right now." Teresa covered her ojos with her manos. And David took off his camisa azul. And underneath was una camisa amarilla. And Teresa took a peek and she saw that David was wearing una camisa amarilla. She said, "Oh, David, how many camisas do you have?" "Muchas camisas," David said. "Tengo muchas camisas." He said, "But this could be my last camisa." A little while later during the lesson, David began to fan himself con la mano así, como si fuera abanico. "Oh, tengo calor. Who turned up the heat?" And Teresa said, "David, stop it. I know you don't have any more camisas under there. You're embarrassing everybody. You're embarrassing me." David said, "Tengo calor. Who turned up the heat?" And David said, "Me voy a quitar la camisa." Teresa said, No lo hagas, David. No lo hagas, por favor, amigo. Not here. But David said, "I'm going to have to do it because hace mucho calor." And he said, "I'm doing it right now." Teresa covered her ojos again with her manos. "No, David, no lo hagas." But David did it. He took off his camisa amarilla, and underneath it was una camisa rosada. And when Teresa opened her ojos, she said, "Oh, David, ¿tú tienes muchas camisas?" He says, "I do have a lot of them." And just about 5 minutes later, David began to say, "Who turned up the heat in here? Que calefacción." And Teresa said, "David, por favor, don't keep doing this." David said, Oh, tengo calor, tengo mucho calor." He said, "I'm going to quitarme la camisa rosada." Y Teresa dijo, David, No lo hagas, por favor, no hagas eso. But David says, I'm going to, because tengo mucho calor. He began to take off his camisa rosada when Teresa again covered her ojos with her manos. She said, David, por favor, don't keep doing this. I know that's your last one. David said, well, one more time. Una vez más, I'm going to quitarme mi camisa. And he took off his camisa rosada. And underneath was una camisa verde. And Teresa was covering her ojos, and she saw that camisa verde, and she almost screamed, almost. And she said, I'm glad you finally got to the last camisa. A little while later, Teresa heard David say something behind her. He said, whew, who turned up the heat in here? Tengo calor. And Teresa said, oh, David, no lo hagas. David said, yo me voy a quitar la camisa. Teresa turned around and said, David, no lo hagas. But David said, don't try to stop me. It's too late. I've already made up my mind. Me voy a quitar la camisa. And he did. He took off his camisa. And Teresa covered her ojos with her manos so she couldn't see and be embarrassed. And underneath that camisa verde was una camisa pequeña, muy pequeña y morada. And a little while later, he said it again. He said, Tengo calor. He said, Teresa, who turned up the calefacción in this room? She said, David, I've had enough of that. He said, well, I just wondered. It was just a question porque yo tengo mucho calor. And underneath that camisa morada was una camisa amarilla. Una camisa amarilla. David said, it sure feels great in here. Maybe you'd like to see the camisas. Let me bring these up closer to you so you can see them. Those are all of the camisas that David wore that day. He didn't take off the last camisa. A camisa, oh, that's not really amarilla, is it? Well, it is a kind of amarilla. But next to this amarillo, it looks like an anaranjado. That's all right. There you go, muchas camisas. Whew. I'm glad he finally got down to the last one.
I have to go, but I'll be back.